they don't know half the stuff we're talking about, so it's good to explain that.
Yep.
All right. We good?
Yep.
All right. Welcome back to the Classic Tetris World Championship. My name is JB Henry. I'm joined by Peyton on Tetris, and we've got our next matchup, the 8 versus the 25, seeing T-Storm versus Gaicho.
Geico. It's short for Guardian Psycho.
Okay.
Someone that you've seen a lot around.
So like the thing with the lizard. Got it. All right. Our players are ready in this best of 3 match, so let's do it. 3,
2,
1, Tetris!
Up.
What he said out in the crowd.
What happened to T-Storm's capture? So I think the capture card might be dying a little.
Well, we'll worry about that, but
Yeah.
the blocks are all the same, and I can assure you, I'm sitting right next to T-Storm. He is rocking level 18, even though it looks like a weird hybrid of level 1 and level 0 and level 1. It is the right sequence here, as these players already off to the races. Looks like both players already over the 25,000 mark, and a Tetris from T-Storm is going to put him closer to 50,000 points, and more long pieces coming. Not quite Tetris ready for Geico, but now he is Tetris ready, as he's looking for that long piece. That stack starting to build up, but he'll drop it by 4 with that Tetris. 72,000 to 52,000 here as we are early on in this match.
And it'll be interesting to see, especially because these two players are friends, so if there's going to be a little bit that comes out of it, or it'll be a nice clean match. I'm expecting a little bit of spice between the two of them.
Well, there's always goodwill and good faith in the Tetris community, but when you're playing a game, especially at this high level against a friend, they're always going to force you to step it up.
Yep.
So these two know that they got to bring it here, as they absolutely are pretty much neck and neck here. It's less than 5,000 between these players, as near Tetris ready for Geico. T-Storm nearly Tetris ready as well. Just looking to get column 9 a little bit more built up. He will with that L piece, and he'll drop that Tetris down 170. And he again taking the lead. These players really not relenting here on giving up that lead.
And a fun fact about T-Storm, so a well-established keyboard player and emulator player made the switch to console and only really in preparation for CTWC. And funny enough, got his console PB last night after his qual, getting a mid 1.1 million score on console.
Yeah, and we're talking about those 7-figure scores. Just an absolute bonkers amount of max outs during qualifying yesterday. Players dropping over a dozen, as you're seeing on the gold bracket, as you hear reaction to that. But these silver players just as important, as a Tetris for T-Storm puts them in the lead, and then a Tetris by Geico, 262 to 247. These players playing absolutely brilliantly, and an absolute even pairing field here, as we are about halfway through level 18, the transition. T-Storm making a bit of a mistake with that T block. Nothing he can't fix here in due time. And the thing, Peyton, and this goes for any level player, is mistakes in this game can be worked around. You've just got to be patient.
And that's what separates a lot of the newer players from the experienced professional level players is, professional players know misdrops will happen. It's just they are able to deal with them properly, and they don't let them impact their whole game. And that's what makes pro level DAS players so stunning to watch.
They do have to be a lot more meticulous. And we have, I believe, 2 hyper tappers. That's the play style here. Your main play style is DAS, hyper tapping, and rolling, which, as we've talked about, has been the real big play style as of late. 384 to 289 right here. Geico has jumped out to a big lead here. He's got the advantage on line to try to get that triple. And we have a massively close game up up on our main stage. But we've got a game here as well, and it is starting to get close here as a Tetris for Geico puts him over 400K, but a Tetris in kind by T-Storm. He's at 358, but he's building that staircase over on that left side. He has managed to work through it nicely, looking for that straight piece to get himself a Tetris here, try to catch himself back up. But going through a bit of a drought here, as he's just not able to get a piece to work with him. Geico with another Tetris at 440. He's about 23 lines away from transition, 22 lines here for T-Storm here. And he is very, very close, looking to get to 400K. And T-Storm finally getting that straight piece, but nothing to do with it, as he can only get the single.
Yeah, T-Storm's gotta be careful here. Transition coming in 15 lines. Geico already has a pretty dominant lead here. A couple Tetrises, that's what you need. And well, it's gonna keep adding on to this. Has 7 lines left, so 2 possible Tetrises before 19.
He's keeping that alive, staying at 124, 125 for T-Storm. T-Storm has 1 Tetris in his pocket. Now Geico also with 1 Tetris in his pocket here before transition. First in transition is T-Storm, 450. But keeping that board relatively clean, Tetris ready again. He's going to get that up to 475, narrowing the gap. We see Geico now in transition as well, keeping a relatively clean board. And Tetris for him puts him at 566. But very, very clean board. Almost an all clear there by T-Storm, as he is now at 500 himself. But again, one mistake here, we could see some chase down. Oh, and there it is. Geico with that square piece all the way over on that left side, wasn't able to get it completely down. He's got to work around it, and he's not able to. And he is going to top out at a 595.
So T-Storm, you need to get the 596. 596. Got the head nod, the confirmation. Category needs to be updated.
And
thank you.
Very slow, very meticulous. Not trying to be a hero here. Just trying to keep everything down. Tetris. 589. He just needs 1 more Tetris or some basic clears here. I think he's going to try to just piecemeal it maybe. 590, 560, and 593. He just needs a couple more clears. 594, 595, 100, 1 single.
And the single does it!
T-Storm taking game number 1 on a big, big chase down. A very, very intense first game here, Peyton. Let's do 468. 468 will be your random.
Yeah, we'll worry about T-Storm's capture it, or that capture after.
All right, it's up 1-0. Are we ready, players? Then let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Tetris!
Oh, I think I might have thrown T-Storm off with that.
That commentator's curse was something else right there. Just a bit of a rocky start here for T-Storm. He's going to have to work through that. That's going to give Geico an opportunity here to build a bit of a lead, and he already has 1 Tetris in the bank, 22,905, and had another one coming, but placed that square piece over to the right. So 12 to 8 are your line scores here. T-Storm again trying to get everything cleaned up, and he has done so. So ready to start building for Tetris. There's a long piece there in column 9.
I was just telling him I've been meaning to say hi to you.
I haven't seen you all day. Where have you been?
I just got here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I just walked in.
We've got a Mega Retro Man. We'll call it cheerleading. Geico over here. Well, if it makes you feel better, Geico's got a 3-gap hole So not really too much of a collaboration there, as he's looking for a dirty Tetris over in column 3, but a clean Tetris for T-Storm puts him to within striking distance.
And a dirty Tetris for Geico. 147 to 106 now. Absolutely phenomenal play from T-Storm after that little rough opener.
And Geico Tetris ready, T-Storm Tetris ready, and there's a Tetris from T-Storm, and a Tetris as well at the same time for Geico. So it remains about a 40,000 point game. But as we've seen, that lead not necessarily safe till both players are done. A big Tetris there for Geico. He's just south of 200K.